Alright people, Catfish Dave here. I'm on Fort Loudon Reservoir. I made a bank video the other day right here because it was just too windy to put the boat in. What we've got here is a wind-blown cove, post-cold front. The wind's been blowing in this direction, you know, for several days now. It's been a couple days since I made that bank video, and I'm going to be patrolling. There's several actual little coves or bigger coves that come in off a really big backwater bay here at Concord Ramp. And I'm going to be trolling all the ones on this side of the bay because that's the direction the wind's been blowing for several days. We're going to see if we can't pull a quality blue cat out of shallow water today. The time is 12 noon, so I've got about 6 hours to pull it off. I've got some dag-blasted airplane in my video. Weed eaters, lawn mowers, leaf blowers, dogs barking, and today it's an airplane right over my stinking head. Let's get out here and see if we can conjure up a decent catfish. We're going to start off shallow, and I've set a course following various creek channels out throughout this whole back bay system, anywhere from 3 foot to 30 foot and back to 3 foot. Let's see what happens. Skipjack is fresh, that's always best. I can tell you what, I really worked for these skipjack I got. These colder and colder water temperatures getting them to act a little funny. I'm going to start out with a head. There's a lot of bait flipping in here, that's a good sign. Wipe my hands off with my Mad Cat towel. Thank you, Mr. Matt Knight. I got one from Cousin Delbert. Got a few of them, but they're wet right now. Got them drying off. That is as fresh as you get. Yeah, there's a lot of bait in here. On this one here, y'all see I got them rattle floats. I actually bought them, took treble hooks off them. I got them for their very large size. We might be hung up already. No, we ain't. Got them for their very large size. Mad Cats carries these basically spook plugs that you can use for inline rattles. They kind of resemble a fish. They create noise, which in certain situations on certain days can entice a fish to bite. Some people get a slip float and put an inline rattle up against that slip float. Slip floats are cheaper. The slip floats don't last as long. As soon as you fight a couple fish with them, the fish tear the slip floats all to pieces. The slip floats work great, but you replace a lot of them. So, the bottom line is, it's just expensive no matter how you go. Either you can replace a bunch of slip floats or buy a few of these inline rattles. And I've caught many a fish with no rattle at all. We got a little bit of spread. I don't put many planer boards out or many lines out in general, because if you ever do get hung up, you're going to have to reel everything in and go back and get all this stuff, because these floats are expensive, these dragon weights are expensive, of course the planer boards are expensive. So the more you have to reel in and cast back out every time you drag, I mean that takes a lot of time, takes a lot more bait. And here again, most of the time I'm dragging unknown areas. I've never drugged this cove in my life. I don't know how bad it is. So I don't want to experiment with a bunch of lines out. If I get familiar with an area and say, hey, I never get hung here, yeah, I may do it then. But this river is so big and the fish move in and out from shallow to deep, from holes to up on flats to way back in these coves. I mean, you hardly ever fish the same spot. Most of your time is spent moving with the fish. When they move, you gotta move. These big fish won't be in this shallow water all the time. Certain times, yeah. Fall, it can happen. Winter, spring, when they go to getting on the nest, definitely. One of my biggest fish in this boat was caught in 3 foot of water in the month of March. There's a lot of shad flipping in here. I should have brought some skipjack rods with me. The wind is supposed to pick up quite a bit today. So far it's nice out here. The bait is definitely stacked up back on this side of this bay. There's got to be fish close by. While I'm waiting, I'm going to eat a piece of cheese. Got something weird going on with that middle rod right there. That could be a fish. Yeah. That acted like a flathead bite. Maybe not. I don't know what we got. I don't know what we got. He sure did bite weird. He sure did bite weird. We're fixing to see it. Yeah, we do have a flathead. We sure do. We have a flathead. I figured that was a flathead bite. Hey, I'll take it. I will take it if I can get this bungee cord out of my net. I'm gonna throw them bungee cords away. I never use them, and they're always caught in my net. We got a flathead. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. There we go, y'all. That makes the third flathead I've caught dragging this fall, and I haven't dragged that much really because I was doing a lot of spot locking over deep water, but this makes the third one. These things are feeding up for winter. They're getting pretty active. I figured that was a flathead bite. That was caught on the little Mad Cat's rattle. And actually this is a Mad Cat's hook. They sent me a couple packs of hooks. I got them on this one rod here just to give it a go. I've caught several fish on it so far. That last big striper I got in that bank video came on one of these Mad Cat hooks, plus that blue cat in that video as well, so. Yes, sir. We'll take them flatheads anytime we can get them. I love this time of year right here. It ain't too hot. There ain't too many boats. Ain't too many people out on the water. And it's a good time to fish. The best time to fish for catfish is deer season. That ain't what we're after. Either way, fish number 2, and this one's a blue. Got some mud on it. Another fish that hit right behind the boat. Nothing on the planer boards yet. Oh, looky there, looky there. Look at that thing go, man. That thing took off. It ain't no bad fish either. That's a good fish. In that other line. He's wrapped up in that other line. Yeah, that's a good fish. Well, he ain't that big, but he hit like he was big. Boy, he hit that thing hard. And pulled hard for a minute. I figured he's a lot bigger than that the way he hit. I figured he was a lot bigger than that the way he hit, man. He was covering some water when he hit that planer board. Yeah. Just let go of my thumb and I'll throw you over the side. Man, he nailed that thing. It's time for a bologna sandwich. Fixing to have a mess. Oh, shoot. Look at that right there. We're literally tripled up. One in the boat, one right here, one right here. Trying to keep catching on it. This one may came off. Let me see if this one came off. No, he's on. There we go. Tripled up, man. Woo! This is that cove where I seen all the bait, man. We're shallow right now. Let me get these fish in the boat, but we're real shallow. I don't think we're in 4 or 5 foot of water here. This is not a bad fish right here. Not a bad fish at all. Just set this down here for a second. I got one fell down in there by my gas tank. There's the first one we hooked. Here's the second one in the boat. Long fish. Let's go ahead and land this one. Long fish, long fish. Long fish. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Another old long fish right there. Long fish. Long and skinny. Had my hands full there. 3 rods down at the same time. I'm gonna see how shallow we are right here. I bumped my speed up to 0.9 and I got way back in here shallow. And that's when 3 rods went down at the same time. Like I say, these fish are bunched up all the way at the end of this cove right here. I'm in 4 foot of water right here. Wind-blown cove, man. Alright people, that's plenty of footage for a video. I got plenty of daylight left. Still got another bologna sandwich. I proved my point. Wind-blown cove. The wind's been blowing this direction for like several days. And that blows all the bait to the end of these coves. And I can see it just flipping up everywhere. If I was to throw a net out here, I would load up on gizzard shad. I've got plenty of skipjack. But bottom line is, where there's bait, there's fish. Dragging baits, planer boards, wind-blown coves. It can put fish in the boat. Even a flathead today. This is a video. There was fish in the video. That makes it a fishing video. This is Catfish Dave with another one. Signing out.